broadcasting now?
It is. Yeah,
Are
it
you
is.
are you are you
Okay.
about to give it? All right.
All right. Now here's the game plan. The game plan
Okay.
is I'm on this account now,
Okay.
and I'm going to send you the link to follow along with me. Okay? It's right here.
Yeah.
Um,
Let's see.
623 238 380955. Okay.
Let's see.
Let me know when you get it. This might work. We might not even have to wait 24 hours.
Yeah, you thought it was.
Yeah, but that
Yeah.
was what it said. So weird. I'd be
It's
hyped.
YouTube. Let me see. I'm gonna write it down so I can. Yeah, it's
Oh
dot
man, you
com
can't
slash.
click it and like pull it up.
Let, oh, that. Let me see. Let me see real quick. It's SNP.
Get your writing skills
Okay.
going.
Yeah, I'm just reading it. Oh, R 90. Oh, huh. Weird.
Oh,
I'm not
dude,
so sure.
it's working. Oh, hell yeah. It's working perfect.
What the hell, man? And then it's not you. I'm having problem trying to figure out the problem is. Yeah, send me the link on your Facebook page so I can go up. That's how. Can you do that?
Yes, let's see. Um, okay. Share by. Oh, yeah. There it is.
Where you're at? Let me just close.
Custom. Cancel. Let's see. All right.
Let's
It's
see.
taking a minute. Hold on. But it's going. I'm listening to it. I'm
Mhm.
watching the live stream and it has all of our voices and it has HD live and it's everything. It's
Yeah.
yes, this will work. This will work. Let's do it.
Let's see. I'm getting it right now. Just looking at your.
There
There
it
it is.
is.
Let's see.
There,
We. That's the one.
there it is.
There we
There it
go. Let
is.
me see if you can hear my voice. Can you hear me?
I'm going back online right now. Yep.
All right.
Yeah, it's pulling up. All right. Cool.
All right. Let's begin in five,
Wait,
four.
hold on. So
Right.
one other thing first is because it obviously shows that you online now. My
Yeah.
only
Okay.
concern is that there might be a bit of a delay,
Okay.
which
I see.
could make things a little difficult. Um, Let me ask you. So I'm gonna on this
Okay.
screen. I'm gonna like right now. You see it highlighted on simulation.
Yeah. Let me see real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, I see it on simulation. I see it.
Okay. I'm flicking it to the right
Let me see real quick. Yeah,
now
I see it
to
on simulation.
competitive and
I see
back
it.
to simulation.
Okay.
Do you see it?
I see. I'm looking at it right now. I'm actually gonna watch the gameplay. So while you do your opening.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm excited. So, did you see it flip to
The flip.
competitive?
Yeah, I saw the flip. Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Was
And
it a little late?
that's your other channel, right? Nick Rice. Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's my other channel.
You can subscribe to my other channel if you want. If you can subscribe to that channel if you want.
Okay, for sure. But I've never made a video on this channel, and I don't have any subscribers on this channel actually. So yeah, yeah. Literally, this is about as low key as you could possibly get
Oh,
while still
okay.
being live. But okay, I'm like watch the screen closely. Okay. Um,
Yeah, I'm watching the screen right now. Go ahead.
all right. I've flipped to competitive and back to simulation. Let me know when you see it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm watching screen reader. Go ahead. Yeah, I see it. That's cool. Yeah.
Okay, it took a few seconds. So I'm
All right.
if you don't mind, I'm gonna need you to pay close attention so that way you
All right.
know like exactly when.
Yeah.
It'll be a little tough, but I hope you
It's
can
not.
get it.
It's fine. It's fine. You can do whatever you want, Nick. It's fine.
Cool. Okay. All right. Hope you're ready.
It's fine. It's fine. You can do whatever you want, Nick. It's fine.
Okay, you ready to
Hey.
go?
Yes. I'll count backwards from 5 to 1.
Okay.
Ready to go? Yes. I'll count backwards from 5 to 1. 5.
Mhm.
4. 3. 2. 4. 3.
We welcome you to the 2018 NFL Season Simulation. A special presentation of the NFL year brings you the NFC Championship game. Nick Rice alongside Chris Loteet for what should be a terrific affair between two of the best football teams in the NFL, the Green Bay Packers and the New Orleans Saints. Before we get the game started, Chris, your thoughts of tonight's game?
Well, Nick, I gotta be honest with you. This is gonna be a tough matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the New Orleans Saints. This is gonna be a battle between those two. We have Dwayne Adams and Michael Thomas, and they're about to get ready to start with this ball game. Let's see how this will unfold. Who will go to the Super Bowl for this matchup, Nick? Let's get on with the fun with the Saints and the Packers.
Well, Green Bay has run one of the premier organizations in all of football, and it starts with arguably the most talented quarterback in the NFL, that being Aaron Rodgers. Now, New Orleans has been changed on defense over the last year with the additions of some of the marquee names in the NFL. They have been big buyers in free agency, so Aaron Rodgers certainly has his hands full tonight.
Yep, this is what it be like.
It should be a terrific battle between the two teams out of the NFC. The Packers victorious in commanding fashion last week over the Rams. And for the Saints, they needed an absolute thrilling last-second victory over Philadelphia to knock off the Eagles in Pennsylvania. Morstead runs into it and sends it underway. And the NFC Championship game begins with Jones taking it out of the end zone to the 10. He returns and reaches the 24-yard line. The quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, the 14-year star from California. This is his third NFC Championship game in the last 5 years, so he is certainly playoff ready, Chris.
This is actually the best moment for Aaron Rodgers to become into a worldwide sensation. He did the State Farm commercial. If you check it out on YouTube, you can actually see what Dana Carvey did with all the time that he did with that. So all the time that he has been coming to a sensation. So let's see how Aaron Rodgers will do by leading the Packers to the Super Bowl. If not, it's going to be all over for the New Orleans Saints for the season. Let's see how it unfolds.
The Packers begin the game with two tight ends to the right. Rodgers turns, fakes the handoff, and drops back. He steps up, scrambles to his right, gets a downfield block, shoots it across his body, and the throw falls incomplete off the hands of the tight end Lance Kendricks. Let's take a quick look.
It was
at the
really
Green
a
Bay
tough
Packers
one.
offense.
Yeah.
Well, Chris, in terms of this offense, they have some stars all over the field. What are your thoughts about who might be the big impact player for them tonight?
I'm going to say that Aaron Rodgers might be the target right here. I hope he goes for about 200 yards or maybe more than 200 yards. I think Randall Cobb will go for 100 or Jordy Nelson will do. I think it's going to be a tough one for this. So I'm going to choose Aaron Rodgers will go for 200-plus yards. For Drew Brees, I got to say he's going to go for about 200-plus yards. We'll see how that will go.
Rodgers throws incomplete, intended for Graham, which brings up a 3rd and 10. And with that, we will take a look at the New Orleans Saints defense.
Yep.
And there are some studs as well. The linebacker Demario Davis should be an important piece. But as we continue to look through this defense, one of the important pieces in the secondary for this New Orleans group is none other than an absolute stud himself, that being the safety Von Bell. We look at this defense overall,
Von
and
Bell
they have
would be
some
great.
stars.
Yeah, I think Von Bell will try and avoid him not getting some interceptions. I think it's going to be a tough one.
And that brings up a 3rd and 10 for the Green Bay Packers up against that tough defense. And Green Bay will spread it out with 3 receivers. Rodgers out of a shotgun set. He waits. He takes the snap, dropping back 7 steps. He looks. He scrambles to his left, being chased. He throws, and the pass is knocked away. Intended for Geronimo Allison as Rodgers throws 3 consecutive incompletions, and the Packers go 3 and outs.
I got to say, Mike McCarthy is not happy with that call. He is not really living it. Allison tried to go for it. It was a tough one. Patrick Robinson made a nice play to knock the ball away. I think they're going to go for a punt here. If not, maybe it'll be funny if they go for 4th down on, let's say they can go for a 1st down or 4th down. They're just going to go for a punt. Let's see that they'll try to pull out here.
J.K. Scott is set to send it away as they do indeed bring in the punt unit. And Scott belts it end over end. It's a wobbling punt that sails inside the 30. And a fair catch is made by Ted Ginn, the former Miami Dolphin, at the 22-yard line. Another star, the greatest all-time quarterback in passing yards in Saints history. From Purdue, the veteran Drew Brees takes the field for the Saints.
Drew Brees is probably one of the greatest quarterbacks of all places here and there. He's a great quarterback for Purdue, like you said a moment ago. I think this is going to be a tough matchup of that. So I'm going to see how he'll do in his start right here.
While Drew Brees has tore up the NFL, he is currently #1 in the postseason in completion percentage. 71% of his passes completed. He has been outstanding this year, and hard to believe that's without Jimmy Graham, who's now a member of the Packers. Here's a draw, sweeping right. Ingram breaks a tackle, bounces off another, and surges the 32-yard line. A gain of 10 to Mark Ingram. 1st down, New Orleans.
Nice run by Ingram. He got the 1st down mark, so we got to see that replay right here. Nice play right there by Ingram, former Alabama Crimson Tide. So he's nailing it.
I love you so much for that, Chris. Alabama, one of the great programs in all of NCAA football, and they have been a staple similar to the Saints in the NFL as New Orleans moves the chains against the Green Bay defense has been stalwart over the course of this year. In fact, the Packers 3rd in the postseason in rushing yards per game allowed as Brees drops back. He loads it right side. It's caught on the boundary by Watson. And he runs out of the 42, just inches away from the 1st down.
Yeah, he needs the 1st down. He really need to get that. He's almost inches away. So I think Ingram has got to go for another run. If not, the Packers are going to stop him.
The Green Bay Packers have not only been a terrific run defense over the course of this postseason, also very solid against the pass. An unheralded safety by the name of Josh Jones recorded 2 interceptions last week. Deep drop, Brees hit as he throws. Caught in a screen. Here's Ingram with a 1st down, and he motors to the 48 of Green Bay. A gain of 9 to Ingram, that Crimson Tide running back with a fresh set of downs for New Orleans.
Nice play by Drew Brees to get Ingram to get the 1st down. 2 for 2 on the passing range, so I think this is going to be a good one for the Saints.
The Saints have put together a marvelous drive so far, and for Drew Brees, the quarterback is finding his rhythm, Chris.
Huh?
The quarterback, Drew Brees, has been finding his rhythm against this Packers defense. He has been very solid so far. And he'll crouch under center with a 3-receiver set this time. The Packers with a nickel. Brees pumps, hands it. Here's Kamara, who's loose to the 40, and is wrapped up with a 36-yard line.
We have an injury on the play, Nick. Oh, this is not good.
Yes, Jake Bryan made the tackle, but Kamara picks up a 1st down for the Saints. Move those chains again.
Nice run by Kamara to get the 1st down, but this is not good for the Packers. So I'm thinking that this may be the only game that he'll do. Let's see how that will unfold. Let's see if he's going to stay or is he going to be losing the game. We'll see how that will go.
Well, we have an injury, certainly a marquee injury to tend to. As we take a look at the new Packers defense, there are certainly some changes made. Number 96 in that huddle, Muhammad Wilkerson, should be a vital cog for this defense tonight, as he has been a huge addition formerly from the New York Jets. And the injury on the field is yet to be determined, which is hilarious, but we will certainly take a look as soon as we can about the injured Packers. Green Bay,
we'll just check it out and see.
Yeah, injuries or not, they have struggled defensively over the course of this drive. Out of an offset eye, Breeze with a play-action fake looks down the field. He guns it towards the end zone, and his throw is incomplete. Too tall for Michael Thomas, the former Buckeye of Ohio State. By the Saints, that offense has been incredible all season. Michael Thomas has been a huge receiver for the Saints, but beginning things in the backfield, Mark Ingram and Alvin Kamara should be huge for the Saints in this game.
Yep, this is going to be a tough one for that. And I got to say, for Ted Green Jr. from Ohio State, I think he's going to do a good job on that game. And I think Ingram will try to go for 100 rushing yards. Or maybe the game will go for about 100 receiving yards in this ball game. I'm going to see how Ted Green will do in this one.
On a 2nd and 10, Breeze is under pressure and taken down by that safety. That's Josh Jones. He makes interceptions. He records tackles on the ground, and here he is with his first sack of the playoffs and a loss of 5.
That was an incredible move by Jones to get Breeze out of the pocket here. This is the slow motion of that moment, and he goes down hard. You cannot do that to the Drew Brees.
Yeah, Josh Jones, we look at the hit, and it was a big one as he levels him back to the 40-yard line. Jones, a second-year pro from North Carolina State, not much of a heralded rookie season. He was under the radar for a Packer defense that struggled last year, but he has made his name in 2018. 3rd and 15, Breeze takes a shotgun snap. With a 4-man rush, he has plenty of time. He sets his feet looking down the field, shoots it over the middle, and the pass is caught by Benjamin Watson. And he's down to the 11-yard line. A gain of 29 to the former Patriot Watson. 1st and 10, New Orleans.
That's 40 receiving yards for Watson. Nice play by Drew Brees to get the first down. He was trying to look for someone. Now he found Watson at the line and the scrimmage, and he actually got it on the hold. Let's see if they can go up to the end zone, on the red zone, to the touchdown.
All right, Josh Jones made the stop there, but there was absolutely no pass rush delivered by the Packers' defensive front, and that gives New Orleans a fresh set of downs. From the 11-yard line, Saints will bring it tight to the line in a 2-by-2. Packers with a 4-man front, early movement, and a false start will be called against the Saints. Back them up 5.
Well, this is not good for the Saints, so they're going to back it up, so they're going to go for another first down mark here. That's not good for the Saints, so we'll get first down on 1st and 15 for this. And Sean Payton is not happy with that call. You can see he's arguing with the ref.
Yeah, Sean Payton irate, but he has been one of the most successful head coaches in the history of the National Football League, a Super Bowl champion, when the Saints pulled off an incredible run and winning the big game against the Colts back in about 5 or 6 years ago, Chris, if I'm not mistaken. 1st and 15.
That's how it all started. Now, here comes Ingram, go for another run right there. So that's a good start for Ingram right there. But I want to give you a little thought about this, Nick, that the Saints had a bounty game, and then you can tell that Sean Payton was suspended indefinitely, and then he missed the entire season of that year.
Yeah, it was certainly a dramatic scenario for New Orleans, but they still remain an absolute juggernaut out of the NFC South. The Saints falling short by the Minneapolis Miracle last year in the divisional round, looking to reach the Super Bowl for the first time since that game against the Colts about, it seems to be, an entire decade ago. Here's a run for Ingram. He angles to his left and is wrapped up at the 2. It's a gain of 4.
Nice run by Ingram. He almost had a chance to go for a touchdown run right there. It was close to the end of the end zone. So we're having 3rd and 1, Nick.
The tackle was made by Muhammad Wilkerson, who has continued to develop as an all-around threat on the defensive line for the Packers. Halfway through the first quarter, Nick Rice and Chris Loaded here on hand from the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. A 3rd and short. It's been a splendid drive for the Saints. Early
Another flag
movement
has been flown. This is
and
not
a false
good.
starts. That'll back
This
up
is not
the
good for the
Saints.
Saints. I think this is a tough one. So another false start. And Payton, like you said, he's not impressed with it. He's like, come on, man.
Sean Payton, if you're looking on the sideline right now, you think that he is getting an earful from his players?
Yeah, I think this is going to be a tough one, though. So we have 3rd and 6 right here at the 7-yard line. So let's see how the Saints go for a touchdown for Drew Brees.
They can get a first down without a touchdown to the Saints. As Breeze yet again lines up another shotgun set in a 2-by-2, takes the snap, He looks, he drops, he slings it to the end zone. Caught in the corner by Coleman.
Well, we have a flag on the play.
Yes.
Hold on, we have a flag on the play.
Brandon
Let's
Coleman.
see what the play. That's on the Packers, so it looks like I think they're going to have a chance to. So that is declined. So I think they're going to go for a field goal here. And no, it's a first down. My bad. First down.
Brandon Coleman making that catch at the end zone. I think that's a touchdown, Chris. Wow. Crazy situation against Green Bay, and you can see the players are irate. Mike Daniels.
Yeah, it is a touchdown. Yeah, but they should go for a replay on that. So I think it counts. So now we're going to extra point. So I think good play.
Wow, what a situation here. Savage holds for a Will Lutz extra point. It's good. A 10-play, 88-yard scoring drive. The Saints at home lead 7-0 here over the Green Bay Packers. It's been quite a quarter for the Saints.
Not bad for Drew Brees to get that touchdown. I like that thing. And one of the best keys for Drew Brees, he actually did something very special for a kid that he did on My Wish. If you check it out on YouTube, you can see what Sean Payton did with this little boy on YouTube. Go to the YouTube channel My Wish. Check out this kid named Devin who meets Drew Brees on that day.
Drew Brees has been one of the most outstanding individuals as a person we have ever seen with the National Football League. An absolute class act. Thomas Morstead sends the kickoff down the field. It's a sailing kick taken in the end zone by Trevor Davis. On a good convoy, he reaches the 20.
And we have another flag on the play right there. This is not good so far. Is it going to be on the Packers or the Saints? Let's see what the call is going to be on, Nick.
The Green Bay, Jermaine Whitehead. This has been a disaster.
So that's going to be a first down. So they're going to move all the way to the 15-yard line. That's what's going to be, though. So not bad for this kick for the Saints. Let's see how Aaron Rodgers can try to get the Packers to tie it up. If not, the Saints might have a chance to pull it out here.
It's been an incredible start. The Packers began this game with a 3-and-out. Saints counter with a 10-play, 88-yard touchdown drive and lead it 7-0. Packers with Rodgers under center and a 2-by-2, a stretch run to the left. Here's Jamal Williams. He turns the corner to the 20 and motors ahead for a Packers first down. A gain of 11 to Williams, the second-year pro from BYU.
Nice run by Williams to get the first down. Mike McCarthy seemed to be happy about that. Here's an instant replay of that run right there. Not bad at all, so this is going to be a good one.
Head coach Mike McCarthy in his 13th season of the NFL. He has won 63% of his regular season games, but in the playoffs, McCarthy is just 10-8, and he's just 5-7 since that Super Bowl run. So certainly he is looking to put together a solid playoff berth here, and what they hope to be a Super Bowl run certainly for Green Bay. As Rodgers takes the handoff against the blitz, looks and fires down the field, intercepted by the Saints' Marcus Lattimore, and he's out of the 39-yard line.
Lattimore did a good job of making that interception, and Aaron Rodgers is going to go back in the bench and see the drawing board. Let's go back to the drawing boards. I think it's going to be a blowout for the Saints. This is not good, Nick. I have to say that's an unbelievable moment for that. So here comes Drew Brees coming out for the next drive ever since he made that touchdown play after the penalty on that play earlier ago. So let's see.
2:31 to go in the opening quarter. It certainly was a bang-bang play as Lattimore was tight-roping the sideline, but they mark him inbounds, and the Saints take over deep in Packers territory. This has been an electric football game between two of the powers out of the NFC. Brees out of a 2-by-2, lines up out of a shotgun set. Three-man front for the Packers as Brees drops back, throws over the middle, nearly intercepted. Knocked out of the hands of the Packer linebacker, Kyler Fackrell, as the pass is incomplete.
Yeah, that was a tough one, and get on it. We have the defense for the Packers here. As you probably know, Shane Matthews, who also appeared on the State Farm commercial with Aaron Rodgers. You can tell that he is one of the greatest defensive players, so this is going to be a tough one.
Now the Packers currently sixth this postseason in defense in the National Football League, so Rodgers has had at least a bit of help. However, Green Bay down early. They're in danger of falling behind by double digits in this first quarter. 2:28 to go in the opening frame. Brees, call signals, as he waits for the snap, grabs it. It's a draw. Here's Ingram to the 40. He finds a seam, bounces off a tackle, and is wrapped up by Clinton Dix at the 29-yard line. Another Alabama defender. It's a gain of 10. First down, New Orleans.
Nice run by Ingram to get the first down mark here. So he did a good job of making all these runs earlier in the drive for the Saints. So this is a good run for Ingram, and I'm thinking the Packers are going to try to pull this out. If not, they're going to. I have lost words. Holy crap.
Well, I'm at a loss of words in terms of the way the Saints have been able to completely control this football game. It has been a stunning start for the New Orleans offense. 3 tight ends to the right, early movement, and the right tackle jumping, that being Teron Armstead. Back him up 5 again. It's the 3rd false start of the quarter.
Yeah, it's a very tough one right here for the Saints, so this is not going to be of it. So they're going to back it up to the 34-yard line. And Peyton Manning is like, what the hell, man? What else you? This is not good for the Saints.
I'm sure he's watching in his TV at home. Maybe I can put together a better quarter than what we've seen from Green Bay to start.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a tough one for that. So I hope the Saints will try to get those penalties out of there. So if the penalties keep on coming in, if they'll be not good for that.
Breeze drops back and loads it over the middle. The crossing Meredith makes the catch. And he's down to the 19-yard line. A first down pickup to Cameron Meredith, who made a big play last week and picks up a first down today.
Great play by Drew Brees to get the play on this here. That's a very good moment on that. So I'm going for that next touchdown play right here for the Saints.
Could you possibly say if the Saints score on this drive, they might win the game?
They hope to get a victory here. So Aaron Rodgers is still in the bench, still trying to have the ability to get this, to score some touchdowns here. I would cough up interception on that play, but Lattimore to get that hit. So this is going to be a tough one here.
Watson makes a helmet-high catch and is buried after a gain of 2. In terms of New Orleans, this has been an incredible start on the offensive end, but we all knew Green Bay had struggled over the years defensively, and they are showing some fair share of woes in the passing game tonight.
Yeah, it is going to be a tough one for Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers to get the lead going on after that interception, so I think this is going to be a tough one for them. But now the Saints are going to try to pull this off with a victory, so we only have about a few more minutes left to go in the ball game.
Marcus Lattimore's interception has given the Saints a terrific start to this drive. As Breeze breaks the huddle with what is an empty set for the Warriors. Press coverage on the outside for Green Bay. Breeze calls signals and takes the snap belt high, fires quickly, caught by Watson, and he's brought to a halt at the 10-yard line. It's a gain of, looks to be about 8 that time for Watson. He has been the go-to man of this opening quarter.
That's a good performance by Watson. 49 yards and 4 catches in this ball game. This is going to be a good game for Watson to get those plays. So right now we're at the 3rd yard of the, I think you're at the 10. Oh, shoot, what the heck? What I'm doing? Ah!
Well, Drew Brees has certainly made all of us speechless with the way that he has started this game off. Magnificent performance as he throws to Josh Hill.
Saints, second touchdown. How about that? Hill's got a touchdown. Unbelievable. Wow. 2 TDs. And McCarthy, not happy.
Head coach Mike McCarthy is beside himself as the Saints take a 13-0 lead with the extra point pending. Drew Brees has been a man on a mission, Chris, to start off this game.
That's right. I think this is going to be a great start for the Saints here. We only have about 28 seconds left here in the first quarter. So Mike McCarthy needs to go back on the drawing board. He needs to talk to the team about this. So this is a very tough start. So I'm hoping the Packers will try to come back. If not, it's going to be the New Orleans Saints to face which team would be in the Dream Bowl for this game?
It would be the New England Patriots, who are back in the Dream Bowl. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure it. Not bad for Drew Brees, though. 4-5 for 51 yards, though. So he'll made a good touchdown run.
It's been an absolute marvelous performance to start things off for Drew Brees. In terms of Green Bay, until last year when they could not even make a winning record out of the NFC North, Green Bay had been on 8 straight trips to the playoffs. including that Super Bowl run they had knocking off the Pittsburgh Steelers. In terms of Green Bay, down 14-0, yes, this is a tough start, but they are playoff ready as they have been here led by an all-star quarterback in Aaron Rodgers. It should be a thrilling effort as Green Bay hopes to come back in this game. It's an end-over-end kickoff taken out of the end zone. Trevor Davis to the 10 to the 20 as a convoy and is smoked at the 26. Green Bay takes over down 14-0, and we take a look at the performance so far of Aaron Rodgers, and it has been awful, Chris.
It's an awful start for Aaron Rodgers. Over 4 today for Aaron Rodgers, so he has an interception on that game that we saw earlier ago. So I think Aaron Rodgers may try to get a single pass here. If not, going to be...
Well, if not, maybe they do indeed decide to go on the ground, as it's worked in small spurts so far today. Nick Rice, Chris loaded on hand here from the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Rodgers throws off his, or rather waits for the snap with 2 receivers to his left. My apologies. Takes it helmet high, dropping back. He looks, he drops, throws off his back foot, and the pass sails over Geronimo Allison. Incomplete. The numbers are looking dreadful so far for Rodgers as they trail 14-0. What is the game plan, Chris?
Awful. What is the awful moment for Aaron Rodgers here? He's over 5 with no passing yards for that. He got an interception. We only have about 19 seconds left to go in the game, so we're about to start the second quarter pretty soon. So Aaron Rodgers needs to do better than that. He needs to go for a pass. So
Rodgers looks.
And there we go. We got a pass right there.
Oh, and it's
no, I'm sorry. It's incomplete. Oh, no.
Knocked away by Marshawn Lattimore, the man who had the interception a moment ago. So Aaron Rodgers is 7th in NFL history for postseason passing yards with 4,818 and 5th in NFL history in postseason touchdowns with 39. So the numbers are there, but he has simply struggled today. It's a 3rd and 10. The Packers desperately need this. A play-action Rodgers against the blitz. Unloads it down the field. It's caught by Randall Cobb. He's at the 50 and knocked out at the 39-yard line. First down, Green Bay.
Nice play by Randall Cobb to get his first receiving passing yards here. Oh, shoot! What am I...
Randall Cobb. He is the big play receiver.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just messing up. I don't want to keep it. I don't want to mess up the intro. We're all right. We're all right. Sorry.
Please. You have done anything but messed up. You made me laugh on numerous occasions. You are all good. Randall Cobb has been a go-to man for the Packers over the course of this season. And Green Bay needing a big play for Aaron Rodgers. They make it. It's the end of the first quarter and an absolute thrilling start in favor of New Orleans. But the Packers convert a 3rd down when they needed it most. Back to the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in a moment, as this is the NFC Championship game with Charger Dude
right
95.
here on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Yes, it is. You want to know who else is in the game? Randall Cobb, the 8-year pro from Kentucky. Your thoughts of the big play converting a 3rd and 10.
Snickers.
Yeah,
and
right.
you can see that Sheldon Brandon does, so you got to get rid of the guys out here. All right, so we're about to get ready second quarter here right now. Nick, this is the first half.
Well, when it comes to the big play potential of Aaron Rodgers, it is very hard to discount just how productive he's been over the years. It seems whenever that the going is tough and that Rodgers is down and out, he makes a big play like that. He is just 1 for 7 throwing the ball. It still is a rough start as Rodgers drops back and looks to throw again. He steps up in the pocket. He is hit, he scrambles, and he just throws this pass away. Incomplete.
Not bad for the Saints to get that half. Shoot. I'm sorry. I lost it. I don't want to lose my. I don't want to lose it. I don't want to lose it.
That's okay.
Go ahead, Nick. I'm sorry. Go do your thing. Do your thing. I'll try to do better. Sorry.
Oh, come on. You're doing great. 2nd and 10 for the Packers.
Now we have a run by Williams for 14 rushing yards right now.
Yeah, on a couple carries. So he has been pretty solid today, Jamal Williams. In his 2nd season out of BYU, he is in the game in favor of Ty Montgomery. They have both shared carries. And Green Bay, as a result, now faces a 3rd and 7. The Packers may have to go to the air here. This should be an interesting 3rd down upcoming. A deep drop. Rodgers flips it short. Caught by Graham. He's wrestled down to the 28-yard line. First down
for the Packers. Good
Yes.
play by Graham to get the first down for Aaron Rodgers. So Graham is a former Seattle Seahawks wide receiver. I don't want my mom to hear my language here. I don't want language on my mouth.
No, that's okay. Jimmy Graham, the interesting story with him, yes, he was a former Seahawk. He was drafted.
And he actually made the game-winning touchdown against the Green Bay Packers, and they went to their first Super Bowl ever.
The lineage is just amazing. You're absolutely right. As Jimmy Graham was the big free agent acquisition, it's a 1st and 10. It's a straight-ahead run to Williams, and he stacked up at the 25-yard line. Jimmy Graham, the interesting deal is he was drafted in 2010 by the Saints and winds up getting tossed around the league. And the lineage between the Packers and Jimmy Graham has just been amazing.
That's amazing for Jimmy Smith, though. So this is going to be a tough battle here for the Green Bay Packers, though. So right now, it's 2nd and 6 right now, with only 5 minutes left to go here in the first half. So I think Aaron Rodgers needs to go. And we have another flag going on next. This is not good. Is it going to be on the Saints, or is it going to be on it? Yep, it's a false start on Green Bay.
The false start is on Lane Taylor. And I know that last week you didn't see much of the Packers and the Rams. Lane Taylor recovered a fumble for a touchdown last week against the Rams. He was an outstanding runner as he recovered a fumble from Ty Montgomery and scrambled in for a touchdown to knock off the Rams. Just an incredible story. He commits a false start here to back him up to the 30. But the Packers, this has been a swan song season for them, as many didn't even expect them to make the playoffs, let alone get this far. Straight-ahead run. Here's Jones, who cuts back to the 30 and slashes to the 29-yard line. The second-year pro from UTEP with a 1-yard pickup.
That's a nice pickup for Jordan, though. That was a really tough one to go for another run here. So let's go for another first down for Green Bay. This is really a tough battle for that play right there. So for the slot receiver, it's going to be on Allison again. So I think this is going to be a tough one for him to get the ball here.
Against the nickel, Rodgers with a play action. He rolls to his left, lets it go. That pass is knocked away from Davis. Incomplete.
Incomplete indeed, Nick. This is a very tough one. 2 for 10 for Aaron Rodgers, though. So Aaron Rodgers is not looking good. Now they're going to set up for a field goal.
And it will be out of the hold from Brett Hundley. The snap from Hunter Bradley, a rookie from Mississippi State, with some big drama here in the NFC Championship game. And Mason Crosby will send it away. Snap ball down. The kick from 46 yards is good. And the Packers get on the board.
There you go. The Packers finally got on the board. Crosby made a good field goal kick right here. And finally, the Packers finally got on the board after being down 14-0 in the beginning of the first quarter.
Well, Mason Crosby has really struggled over the course of his career. 12-year kicker from Colorado. On kicks beyond 40, he is just 65%. So that might be a momentum booster for him as he knocks that one down.
All right, let's see how the Saints will do on their next drive as Crosby will kick it away with only 4 minutes left to go here in the first half.
It certainly should be an intriguing game plan for the New Orleans Saints as we take a look at what potentially their offensive set is with this 11-point lead. It certainly is easy to go conservative, but you don't want to be too conservative as Ginn returns to the 10, to the 20, and is wrapped up at the 29-yard line. So, Chris, your thoughts, maybe they do indeed run the ball a little more on this drive. What do you think they should do? I
think Ingram will do better. I think this is the best moment for him. So, a nice run, all he made on the first quarter. I'm going to see how he'll do on the first half of that play. So, this is going to be a tough one for Ingram, or is it going to be on Drew Brees? Because he has 2 touchdown passes, one to Hill. And I thought it was a great moment right there. So let's see how the Saints can go all the way for some touchdowns here. If not, it's going to go back to the Packers.
Well, Drew Brees in that wild card game against Atlanta, he really struggled. Somehow the Saints managed to knock off the Falcons 9-7. Since that game, they have been on an absolute rampage, and it's been led largely by Drew Brees. He takes the snap, hands it to Ingram. He bounces off a tackle, reversing field. He gets a convoy to the 40. Ingram is loose to the 40 of the Packers.
Wow.
And is finally pulled down by Perry at the 34-yard line.
How about that for Ingram? That's the longest play I've ever seen in my entire life. 70 yards for Ingram, the best Alabama Crimson Tide I've ever seen in my life. Now, there's a nice play I've seen by him. There's another part of that.
Could he go all the way?
he might go all the way, but he just said, yeah, me, King. I'm trying to get there.
Second-year pro from Washington, Kevin Kane, was no match for Mark Ingram, and it's a fresh set of downs for the Saints as they have handled this opening half. Let me try it. As he goes down the sideline. Man, Chris,
yes,
you are nuts.
That's right, Nick.
It's a 1st and 10 for the Saints. As Breeze drops back to throw, he stands in. He lets it go, and the throw is incomplete. Like, you look at the Drew Brees numbers on the top ticker. It's pretty impressive with a couple touchdown throws.
Nice play by Clay Matthews to knock the ball out of the way, so I think this is going to be a tough one, that move right there. So I want to see how Ingram can do that move again of that.
And Drew Brees has been stellar. Benjamin Watson is the tight end to the right with 3 receivers for the Saints on a 2nd and 10. Brees drops back to throw. He has plenty of time in the pocket. He fires right sideline, caught by Ingram. And there's that Crimson Tide runner again as he's wrapped up from Williams at the 17-yard line. 1st down, New Orleans.
Not bad for Drew Brees. He has a total of 107 yards of that move right here. So that's 2 receiving catches for Ingram after that amazing run earlier ago that we just saw. So Ingram is going to try to go all the way. Let's see how he'll do that, though. So that was a good move. And we slow it down for that.
Those instant replays are just incredible in terms of slowing things down for Mark Ingram. And we take a real good look about just how terrific he has been running the ball the opening half. Now they'll sub him out in favor of the backup from Tennessee, Alvin Kamara. He takes the handoff and is nailed at the 17-yard line, and Kamara is hurt.
Yeah, this is not good here. You can see he's actually, it's probably his arm or maybe his shoulder problem. So I think Ingram might be taking over this time.
And as we take a look here at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome, Alvin Kamara, he is standing up on the sideline but has his helmet off. What do you think is the impact for Kamara being out of the game? Is it a big deal?
I think it's a big deal. So I'm thinking Kamara we'll just sit out and watch this. I'm sorry. I don't know what to say about Kamara. I didn't know anything about that. Sorry.
Well, he's a backup.
Go ahead, Nick. Go ahead.
Yeah,
he's a backup. Yeah. So I think. So let's see how the Packers. Fudge! What the hell? I'm just. This is insane. Go ahead. Go your commentary. I'm trying to follow with you. Go ahead. I'm trying to mess up.
No, I think I know what you were going to say. The Saints, now they have to rely a little more on Mark Ingram as they don't have a backup there.
Mark Ingram will do better, though. Let's see how he'll do for that. And that's incomplete.
And the throw's incomplete. Clay Matthews, there's a big linebacker, and he's there for the pass deflection.
That was a good play by Clay Matthews to knock the ball out of the way, and that is kind of the cool thing to see his long hair straighting by.
Of all the things you notice, man. Yeah, Clay Matthews.
Yeah. So right now, Thomas is in the spotlight right now. So I think Aaron Rodgers will go for 3 touchdowns. Let's see if he go for a 3rd touchdown of the game.
Brees throws it to the end zone. And the throw is over the head of his receiver, that being Ted Ginn Jr. That was a receiver you had, Barry Harold, coming into the game.
The Ohio State. Ohio State.
That is the Ohio State, by the way. And that throw is over his head. Hard to believe you can overthrow a man that fast. However, it brings up a 4th and 10. Out comes the field goal units. Tom Savage will hold for Will Lutz on the right hash. A 34-yard attempt to put the Saints back on the board. Snap ball down. The kick is on the way, and it's right down Broadway. And the kick is good. The Saints take a 17-3 lead.
That was a good start for the Saints to try to go for another touchdown, but McCarthy actually got a chance for a field goal. I think it's McCarthy, right?
Mike McCarthy, yes. The coach is seeing the screen now, and he is a real good coach for the Green Bay Packers.
Oh, okay, so what the hell am I doing? I'm not trying to mess up. My mom's, I don't know. Sorry.
I'm telling you right now, Mike McCarthy.
I'm telling you, man. I'm just enjoying it. I'm enjoying it, man.
I know you are, man.
Very good out of views so far. This is insane.
It is insane, and to me, I didn't see this coming. I mean, I don't know about yourself, but I did not see the Saints coming out to this huge lead. As Jones returns from the 2-yard line, he gets a convoy to the 20 and is wrapped up at the 28-yard line. So
I think Aaron Rodgers needs to do better than that of his passing yards. He needs to do better than that. After having a rough start in the first quarter, now he's going to try to do better than that in the first half. It's not going to look good. So the Saints really knowing that they're going to be the new champs for the NFC champs here.
Well, the Saints do receive the ball to begin the third quarter, so in terms of the possessions left for Green Bay, they are running out of them, and they need a touchdown maybe even before this half if they hope to keep pace with the New Orleans offense. As we see, they have outgained the Packers on the ground and through the air as well. Rodgers hands it. Here's Jamal Williams, who gets a block and surges to the 34.
Not bad for Williams to get that. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm embarrassed right now. I'm sorry. I mean, I don't want to cut this. I don't want to end this. I just want to keep going.
Would you? I mean, don't get me wrong. It's been a great game, but it's all up to you. As Jamal Williams.
Yeah, that was a good run by Williams. I thought he did great. And here's another run for Williams. He's going to go at the 50-yard line. That's 42 yards.
On 5 carries, yeah. What a quarter for Jamal Williams. As Crawley makes the tackle, it's a Green Bay first down.
That's not good for the New Orleans Saints to get that first down mark. Shoot! What am I? Sorry, I've
got to be honest. I think you're doing better than I think you give yourself credit for. He hit the first down mark, and he passed it. And as a result,
yeah, that was a good run by Williams. He did a good job, though. So I think Aaron Rodgers is going to try to hold up a notch. So here comes
Aaron Jones takes the handoff.
And he's got a first down, and there he goes. Oh. He's going to go all the way. And he is going to be this side, and that's 40 yards on Jones. Nice run.
Wow. Jones, we'll take a look at this instant replay. I'd like to get your thoughts of it. What a stiff arm he made in traffic.
That was a good move by Jones to get the first down mark, and it's a good move right here. Here's that move again that Jones did. He tries to go for a touchdown, and here it comes the Saints, and he's trying to get out of the way. He's like trying to do it, and you're going to get that. So here comes Aaron Rodgers, and here's the cam, so if he stays in bounds, so he's in bounds. So looks like the Packers are going to go for a touchdown here.
Well, this has been a marvelous drive by Green Bay. 2:13 to go in the half as they have a first and goal at the 9-yard line. 3 receivers in the ball game for the Packers. Here's a run to Ty Montgomery. He spins at the 10 and is smothered at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made by Cameron Jordan.
And we're at the 2-minute mark now.
Yes, we have. 2 minutes to go. The Packers have done their job on offense by far and away their best drive of the half.
So let's see how the Packers can try to come back, though, but not good for Montgomery to get that move right there. So here's the score by quarter for the Saints and the Packers. It's 17-3 Saints lead here in the first half.
This may be arguably the most important drive the Packers have had all season. As Green Bay, if they don't score a touchdown here, would still trail by 14. And as we mentioned, the Saints will have the ball to begin the third quarter. So this is a big one. 2nd and goal. The comeback catch. It's the Green Bay Packers hoping to reverse what was at one point a 14-0 deficit against the Saints. Rodgers drops back to throw, fires left boundary. The pass caught by Trevor Davis. The 3-year man from California makes the catch. He has now 6 receptions in the postseason. That one good for 4.
That was really not good for Aaron Rodgers to get that first down mark here at the goal line. So we're at 3rd and goal right now at the 6-yard line for the Packers. Aaron Rodgers needs something to hold through. If it's not going to be going for it, I think they're going to go for a field goal. Let's see how. And then we have a flag on the play going on for the Packers. I think it's going to be a false start. This time it's the Packers.
Now that's Lane Taylor again. He's already been penalized now twice. And that brings up a 3rd and goal at the 11-yard line. Yes, they went for the short throws you mentioned a play ago, but in this situation, got to go to the end zone, right?
Yeah, they got to go to the end zone, but you see McCarthy was talking to the referee. He wanted to talk to him. He's like, nope, I'm not talking to you, man. You got to do what you got to do. Now we have a slot receiver. It's going to be Ashton going to go for on here. So they just moved up to 11-yard line right now.
Rodgers drops back 7. He looks to throw. He rolls. He throws. It's caught by the tight end, Jimmy Graham. Touchdown, Green Bay.
How about that for Aaron Rodgers? After having a bad start in the first quarter, now we have Aaron Rodgers to get the touchdown. So we have a 7-point game, Nick. This is an insane ball game. So we got to see the replay if he has both feet in the end zone. So it turns out he is in. So Aaron Rodgers got it. He needs to double check it. But wait, we have a replay on that. So let's go check on it if he stayed in bounds.
Certainly appears to me that he had his feet in bounds, and we'll get a good look at it here. Here is the end zone cam, and that's the second time we've looked at it. Chris, you think he's in bounds?
So let's see what the call is going to be on. So the refs are going to say if he stays in bounds or is he going to be in. Well, it turns out he is in, so it's a touchdown. So we have a 7-point game for the Saints. So it's going to be a tough one here.
And that was the former Saint himself, Jimmy Graham, in the end zone. For the extra point, it's Mason Crosby out of the hold from Hundley. The kick is on the way and good. How about 6 plays and 77 yards, Chris? And the Packers are back in the game.
How about that for Aaron Rodgers to come all the way back for being down 14-0 and that interception earlier ago. So it's up to the drawing board for Drew Brees and the Saints, even though it was a good performance by Ingram to make a good run on the first drive, but he actually didn't. And then after we lost Kramer, is that it? Kramer? Yeah, Kramer.
Yeah. When it comes to all the different running backs that the Packers use and the Saints have had, I mean, it's just been man by committee over the course of this game. And so far, New Orleans has the slight edge, but the momentum has certainly shifted. And I think all of us in the stadium can feel it. As Crosby sends it end over end, it's taken out of the end zone. Here's Ginn to the 10. He gets another convoy and finds a seam out to the 28-yard line. The tackle by Oren Burks, a rookie from Vanderbilt with a stop. And that's where the Saints take over.
That's a good move right there. And here's the numbers for Ingram. 70 yards and 5 rushes for him. And he's trying to do a good job on that. Like I said for a while ago, he made a good run to make that first down earned on the drive. So here comes the Saints. Who that? Who that? That's the sound of Drew Brees here.
Are you going, in terms of the game plan, for a deep pass now, or do you decide to dump it off first?
So let's see how they'll go on the drive. So we have 2 targets. I don't know.
Well, to that far left, Michael Thomas, and then you've also got a couple other studs, including Watson. Brees unloads. It's caught by Ginn, and he is spilled at the 40. It's a gain of 12 and a first down for the Saints.
Good play by Drew Brees to get that play by Ginn to get the first down mark. So that's not bad at all for him. So we have another first down mark. So we're about to get ready to start with another ability if they can keep on going. Let's see if they can keep on going on first down mark. So right now we're at the 40-yard line with only 1 minute and 29 seconds left to go here in the first half.
And with the 1st and 10, the Saints hurry up on the ball after a bit of a no-huddle. 3 receivers in the set up against the Packer nickel. Safety creeping up, that being Josh Jones. 1st and 10, quick drop. Brees flips, and it's incomplete.
That's a very good, tough one. And we have Coleman just shoving them out of the way. He's like, get off me, son. I'm trying to catch the ball here.
Brandon Coleman, he is certainly a receiver who's made a name for himself. And that brings up a 2nd and 10 after he couldn't make the catch. And now for Green Bay, a defense that has been very inconsistent all season. They'll line up out of a deep dime defense. And with 3 receivers, Brees drops back to throw again. He slings it right sideline, knocked away, and incomplete. That is Tramon Williams on the deflection.
That was a tough one. That was a really tough one for Williams to get that interception here, but it didn't do so well. So no interception for Williams to get. So we're at the 3rd down mark here. So Coleman, he's a spot, and we saw that shove just a moment ago. He told one of the Packers to get off of him.
And on the 3rd and 10, he is releasing as Brees drops back, scrambles to his right. He looks, he's being pressured. He is hit as he throws, and the pass falls incomplete. Brees is 10 of 18 throwing the ball, but that is a 3rd down stop for the Packer defense. How about this, Chris? Green Bay gets the ball back with some time left.
finally Aaron Rodgers can actually get the ball back after being down, like I said, 14-0, and it was a very tough one. And then even though Aaron Rodgers, I mean, Drew Brees is trying to avoid the sack, so he managed to hold on. So Saints are punting away. It's the Packers.
And Morstead
And then they're going to go for a touchback.
How about that?
1 yard line. Here's that replay again. Not bad at all.
As it bounces around, and it just take a very good hop in favor of the Saints, and Coleman was there to tag it down. Aaron Rodgers and Aaron Jones have been two terrific errands in his first half. A State Farm commercial. How about Aaron Rodgers and the way that he's performed so far?
I'm really impressed with Aaron Rodgers for that touchdown that he did to Jimmy Graham for about a moment ago. So it's going to be a tough one for him to go all the way to the end zone at the
Well, it would be a crushing touchdown drive if the Packers can deliver that. They have to go 99 yards as they begin really at the half-yard line. The deep back is Jamal Williams. Out of an I formation, they'll give it to Williams over the right guard, and he is pile-driven at the 4-yard line. And a timeout is called by McCarthy and the Packers. They have 2
And we're going to come right back in just a moment.
As we return to the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, it's the Saints who lead the Packers 17-10. Your impressions, Chris, so far the first half? It's been a good one, right?
It's been a good start so far for the Saints and the Packers so far. I'm just impressed with the Packers trying to get that victory going on. So it's going to be a tough battle between those two. What a good performance so far for the Packers to come back after being down 14-0. So right now we have a 7-point game. It's going to be a tough one. Let's see how the Packers will try to do here. So at the 4-yard line, we have 52 seconds left here in the first half.
Rodgers hands it to Williams over the right guard, and he is wrapped up at the 8. So that brings up a 3rd and 3 for the Packers as a timeout is called. There is 1 left. And for Green Bay, yes, they have called timeouts, but ironically, they're running the ball off of these timeouts, as I'm sure the Packers would not want to have an incomplete pass and leave some time left for New Orleans if they don't convert a 3rd down, right?
Yeah, they needed to go for a pass here. And not, it would be a tough one for Green Bay. If not, it's going to go back to New Orleans.
But there is limited time left. Just 48 seconds remaining in the half. As they bring in does the Packers. Yes, Allison in the slot, but 3 receivers total. And 2 of them to the right as Rodgers takes a shot and snap. He looks left.
There
he throws.
There we
Caught
go.
by
That's the
Devontae
30-yard
Adams.
line. There, 29-yard line. There we go. And they're not going for a huddle. They're going to keep going. They're going to keep going. Let's keep broadcasting it. Come on, let's go.
1st and 10. Rodgers drops back with a 4-man rush. He flips it short. Caught over the shoulder. Williams breaks 2 tackles. Angles to the sideline and is run out of the 39-yard line. Clock continues to move.
And they're not going to go for another huddle. 89 yards, though. So Williams got the first down mark here. So I think everybody's going to do it. So let's see it.
Set it down. Rodgers, look, shoots it deep.
Caught
by Allison. 30 to the 21-yard line he goes.
8 seconds left to go, and they're going to go for a field goal to make it a 4-point game, Nick. It's a good doozy.
Well, no one's going crazy than Chris up here in the booth. But down on the field, Rodgers delivers a drive of the game so far from his own 1-yard line to the 21 of the Saints. Wow.
Yes.
Aaron Rodgers, of all the great quarterbacks in the history of the NFL, this one ranks 7th all-time in postseason passing and number 1 in the history of this great game in quarterback rating. And now Mason Crosby attempts the field goal. A 38-yard effort out of the hold from Hundley again to trim the lead to 4. Snap, ball down. The kick from Crosby has the distance and is good. The Packers on the board, a drive that may have just given Green Bay a glimmer of hope as they come back down 14-0, and it's a 4-point game.
That was a great moment that I just saw, and I just knew it from the start. And now, like you said, we will start the second half in a minute, and it's so a doozy. So it's up to the Saints to try to go all the way here.
A doozy. So, I have never heard.
It is a doozy, yes.
It's been years since I've heard that word, man. Where are you? Do you have a thesaurus on your table or something right now?
I have no idea why I came up with that. I don't know. And we were about to get ready for the kickoff here for the car here, so, and now we're about to start with 1 second left to go.
No, 1 second left. So not quite to the second half. If the second half is anything like this first half, then this might be the game of the year between the Saints and the Packers. New Orleans leads Green Bay 17-13, and this could very easily just be a knee as we go into the half.
So let's see how the Packers will do in the second half, Nick. Even though, like I said, they were down 14-0, so it's a 4-point game. So the Packers have no timeouts remaining. The only team that has a lot of timeouts is the Saints.
So Breeze lines up under center, and he will take a knee. That will do it for the first half. And with that, we will break down the first half in just a moment. But first, Chris, your thoughts so far of what has been a great game.
I have to say that was probably one of the greatest things I've ever seen so far for the Green Bay Packers. It came all the way back by being down 14-0. So we have the stats right here. So we're going to show you right there. All the teams are going to the huddle line. So you can see Aaron Rodgers has 129 passing yards and 1 takeaway for the Saints after that interception here. Here's the highlights here for that.
And this half all got started. Aaron Rodgers struggling mightily. Marshawn Lattimore intercepting Rodgers, who was 0 for 6 to begin the game. And the Saints countered quickly with a touchdown toss to Josh Hill. And New Orleans took a 7-0 lead late in the first. The Saints would not be done, as Green Bay, struggling the entire half, would fall behind 17-3. But that running game got going. There was a whoop for Jamal Williams, and Jimmy Graham catches in the back end zone. It was close, but Chris, you think it's a touchdown, right?
It was a touchdown, though, even though Sean Payton wasn't very happy about that. So we're about to get ready to start the third quarter of this ball game. Can the Packers take on the Patriots on this Super Bowl game for the next time here?
That would be an absolute incredible matchup. And we'll have all of the Super Bowl brought to you live with Charger Dude 95 the first week of June. So that is coming up in short order. But first, the Saints lead it in the NFC Championship game 17-13. The Patriots knocked off the Jaguars in the AFC title game, and that score was 16-6. So, Chris, we've got a different game here with some offenses that are red hot.
They are really red hot indeed, Nick. So it looks like the Saints are about to pull it off here. If not, it's going to be the Packers of this, though. So look out. Aaron Rodgers is coming to town, and a bosh by number 29 of that play.
That being Kentrell Bryce. Wow, what a hit for the three-year man from Louisiana Tech. And now the Saints return to the field. So Drew Brees, he has led an offense that is number 2 in the postseason in passing and in total yards. The only team with more offense than the Saints over this 2-game stretch in the playoffs has been none other than the Green Bay Packers. And we have seen the offenses light up the scoreboard today. The Saints with a couple passing touchdowns from Brees, one to Brandon Coleman, the other to Cameron Meredith, and they lead 17-13. The Packers on that touchdown drive of Jimmy Graham and a field goal effort of almost 90 yards to close out the half, trail by 4. Brees begins the half with a play-action fake. He looks down the field with plenty of time against that pass rush. He unloads it. His pass is in and out of the hands of Watson. The throw incomplete, knocked away by the corner, the second-year man, Kevin King. Incomplete.
It was a tough one for Watson to get that catch. He just couldn't hold on to it. They're going to go for another try on second down at the 28-yard line.
Drew Brees, it was a great mix of run and pass in that first half, as he was mainly a man handing off the football. And he goes to the air to begin this third quarter with the Saints now only up by 4. Brees drops back again, fires, and the pass is knocked away. Tramon Williams on the deflection. It's incomplete. Well, no, sorry, my bad. No, he caught it.
The first down. Meredith caught it, Nick. That was. I thought it was an incomplete. It was Meredith with the catch. So first down for the Saints. Who dat?
Yeah, to me, it looked like he dropped it from this angle. That's why I had some help on hand as well to make sure that I indeed see that he caught it. And he suppressed set of downs. Tramon Williams.
Yep, that's true. Yes.
Yeah, he made the tackle, but this is a man who has been a big play interception machine over the course of his career. Formerly from the Arizona Cardinals, now back with Green Bay. Straight ahead run. Here's Kamara, who finds a seam across the 50 and stumbles to the 47-yard line. First down, New Orleans.
Well, you can tell that from the first half, he left the ball game. Now he's healthy and back on the line of scrimmage. So Kumar is finally back on his feet. He can go play ball once again after we saw that injury that we saw a moment ago. So he's back on here. So here come the Saints coming, crushing down.
Well, of all the great players that have played, and that's a great point, Alvin Kamara, ironically the backup running back, the one player where as soon as he leaves the game, the Saints fall apart on offense. Yet they still lead by 4. And now they'll bring in, the Saints, Mark Ingram. He sweeps to his right and is down to the 45. The tackle by Mike Daniels, number 76.
With only 1 yard, with one rushing, just one 1 yard, though. So 2nd and 9 for the Saints.
All right, this Saints offense looks completely different from the way they started at 14-0 to now just a field goal since that mark. 2nd and 9 for the Saints. A minute and a half gone by in the third quarter, and a game that's become a tale of two
flag
quarters.
On the play. Who is it going to be? It's going to be on the Packers. It's false start. So, yep, it's a false start. Sean Payton ain't happy with that call. So, number 67 right there is like, I didn't do anything. Why are you giving me that?
Are you sure that's what he's saying? He might use some words we can't use on the air.
Yeah,
but
I wish we could wish that we had some audio with those coaches here. So, we don't have that in the game.
Well, maybe people would get fired if we were able to use those words, but,
Oh, man. Well,
that's okay. You know what? We're just going to deal with it, and we're just going to assume that they said nothing but great things, right? As a single-back run goes to Ingram, and he is walloped by the rookie cornerback, Josh Jones, the second-year quarterback from North Carolina State. Jones, who has been a run-stopping machine so far, and a quarterback sack in the opening quarter as well. So he has been solid today.
So we're at the 50-yard line right now. The Saints are trying to go for another play right here, and the slot receiver is going to go to Mark Thomas. So I think it's going to be a tough one for Aaron for New Orleans to get that lead going on. Here it comes, Drew Brees at the yard of scrimmage, and he's down. That is Wilkerson with a sack.
Wow. And that's his first tackle of the ball game. He picked a pretty good time to do it. As we look at the instant replay, and for Chris, in terms of you breaking down this play, how about that? Muhammad Wilkerson, that was a great bull rush for him.
It was a good run. That was a good play by Wilkerson to get that Packers to get out of there. So the Saints are going to put it away. It will have a chance for the Packers to get that victory. So Sean Payton, he doesn't look too happy about that. So it will go back to the Packers. So let's see how Aaron Rodgers can do, Nick. I hope the Packers can try to pull away through with the victory. So it's going to be a tough one for that.
Well, they've certainly gave us an incredibly entertaining game so far as Thomas Morstead punts, and he shanks this one. It's angled to the left and is out of the 33-yard line, an 18-yard boot for Thomas Morstead. And the Packers, not only do they get the ball back, led by Williams, who's been on a tear so far, 7 yards a carry, but the Packers have great field position.
Yeah, they need to have a line of scrimmage to get some plays going on. As you know, the Packers were down 14-0 here in the first quarter, and then they came back and they did a good job at the end of the first half of this ball game. So this is gonna be something. Sorry, I have a little gas in my mouth. Sorry.
I'm gasping myself, Chris. You're all good. I'm just absolutely surprised right now with the way this game is going. 1st and 10. They begin the drive with a run to Jamal Williams.
51 yards.
Yes, and he's down after a 2-yard gain. So here's the story of the playoffs so far for the Packers. How about this? Green Bay's running back, Ty Montgomery, who was the starter last year. He has been absolutely awful in the 2 games of the playoffs. He has averaged 2 yards a carry. His longest run of the postseason is 7 yards. He has been awful.
That's bad, Nick.
They went with a running back change, and it has paid dividends.
Bad, man. And here comes Williams. He's got a first down. That's 62 yards, so he's trying to catch up with that. And there it is. First down, Packers.
Well, for Green Bay, that running back change from Montgomery to Williams, you think it's paid dividends? I think it has. Yeah, he's paid some great dividends, in fact. With the way
so we have about 3 minutes left to go here, Nick, so it's going to be a tough one here. So, and you can see the target for the receiving plays here. So Aaron Rodgers, He's going to try go for another passing touchdown. Let's see what Rodgers can do.
With
Rodgers
the play
at the
action,
line,
he shoots it deep. The
and
pass is caught by Allison.
Allison with the 48-yard pass. So the Packers are going to get this victory here.
Certainly.
How about that? Aaron Rodgers to Allison. Here it comes. Can he go all the way? And he's like,
wow. What a game so far, Chris. And we've still got over a quarter to go as Geronimo Allison makes a whale of a catch.
88 receiving yards. How about that for this guy? No, what a play by Aaron Rodgers to get that first down mark. So, like I said, Packers down 14-0. And who's going to be the champ? It's going to be the Packers. It'll be a repeat for the Packers to take on the Patriots since Super Bowl 31 of that touchdown return by Desmond Howard, the host of, Desmond Howard is on sorry.
With Desmond Howard, I remember that man, though. He was incredible. And it certainly.
And he's from Cleveland. He's from Cleveland. That's where he's from, Nick.
Really?
And here comes Jones. Is he going to go for it? No, he missed it. So 43 yards.
Yeah, Manti Te'o made the tackle back at the 4-yard line.
And then, yes, and somebody made, and about Te'o, he's from the Fighting Irish with Brady Quinn back in the day. You remember that he had a girlfriend that doesn't exist when he talked to Katie Kirk back then. So we have third and goal next. So it looks like the Packers are going to go for it. Here it comes at a line of scrimmage. Here comes Rodgers, and it's a touchdown. How about that? The Packers have taken the lead. How about that? Wade got the touchdown.
Wow, what a play by the rookie, a 4th-round pick in the 2018 draft from Missouri. That's Jamon Moore who makes the catch.
Oh, Moore, my bad, Nick.
That's okay. They've reclaimed the lead, and it's been a terrific game. Aaron Rodgers, he struggled to start, but boy, has he turned it on ever since.
So the Saints are going to go back to the drawing board here. So even though after the Packers are down 14-0, so the Packers finally got the lead of their heads together, and the extra point is good, and we have a 3-point game going on. So the fourth quarter will be on its way soon. So here come the Saints are going back to the drawing board. They need to find a way to come all the way back. So Sean Payton needs to get the huddle going on. So you can see he's talking to Davis for a bit. He says, you got to huddle over this. So not bad at all for the Packers to make a comeback lead going on. So let's see how they'll do here. So can Drew Brees pull away? Or could it be a miracle in the Superdome, even though this is the same stadium where they had the Hurricane Katrina in 2005 of that year?
Yeah, very much an incredible story with the way that they were able to come back from that hurricane and put together not just a good team, but arguably one of the best teams ever to only win one Super Bowl since that run. And a large part of it was by Drew Brees. Hard to ever say that he's out of a football game. As Carr is deep to receive this punt.
Here comes Crosby, he kicks it away.
Yes, he does. And it's returnable, taken by Carr. He returns across
He's going to go to the 30-yard line. He's going to stop at the scrimmage here. Here comes Drew Brees to try to come back after leading this ball game in the first quarter and the second quarter earlier ago. So here comes Drew Brees here. Here are the numbers. 134 yards. Not a single pick for Drew Brees. Not bad at all for him. So it's going to be a long, long game. It'll be a farewell and a adieu for the Saints.
A doozy. That's the favorite word. That's the word of the day right now for Drew Brees and the Saints.
I do mean it means goodbye though. It came from Mike Mars when he said that in Cat and Hat when he was saying goodbye to Sally and Conrad in 2003.
Interesting. I didn't know that. First and 10.
And here comes Drew Brees. It goes to Thomas, and he's going to be at the scrimmage. So not good enough for that. So we have 2nd and 7.
Yeah, the tackle made by Jair Alexander, the rookie corner from Louisville, their first-round selection, and he has made big dividends for the Green Bay Packers so far this season.
Yeah, that was a good play by right there. So this is going to be a tough one for the Saints here. So here's the replay on the different angle.
Michael Thomas, the former Buckeye of Ohio State. He has been an absolute star and a diamond in the rough for the Saints.
Sorry.
So
we have about 1 minute left to go here, Nick. So we're about to get ready to start with the fourth quarter. And in just a moment, once we get the third half ended here, third quarter ended. And here comes Ingram, and he didn't get much. So 74 yards for him, only
on 8 carries.
And that's a good play by Clark to get him out.
Well, Kenny Clark has been a pretty solid contributor as well for the Green Bay Packers as they lead at 20-17, and they'll bring up a 3rd and 4.
Michael Thomas is the slot receiver, so Drew Brees can get the Saints back after leading this ball game. Here comes Brees at the scrimmage. He's going to try to start it, pumps it, and it's a first down and that's 159 yards for him. That's a reception right there. I believe this is going to be a good, so not bad for the Saints to get the first down.
And that was a diving.
And it's Hill. It's Hill. Good play by Hill to get that first down. So it looks like the Saints are going to try, and there's that punt fist by Tom Payton.
That was a pretty impressive play, a diving effort from Josh Hill, the tight end, as the Saints move the chains down the stretch of this third quarter.
13 for 22 yards for passing for Drew Brees here. 22 seconds left, and we have a flag on the play. And Drew, I want to know if that will be on. Is it going to be on the Packers or the Saints? Let's see. And then we have a full, and so it's going. I think it's going to be on the. Let's see. And that's actually on the Packers. So I think they're going to go for. It's an automatic first down. So Saints are going to get the ball. Are going to keep the ball going, Nick. They're doing great. So.
Wow, out to the 25-yard line. The penalty from the
25-yard line, that's right.
Yep, from USC, Nick Perry. And now the Saints are deep inside Packer territory. This has been an outstanding drive delivered from Drew Brees. And the roughing the passer adds on to it. Longs with a chance.
We have a few minutes left to go here. Here comes.
With a play action.
Raises up the yard line. And there goes Clay Matthews with a sack. Yeah. And that move he makes. 3 sacks for the Packers. But the first, that's amazing. So unbelievable. So we're heading to the fourth quarter. This is the final chance for the Saints. And you can tell from this point of view. So, and we're going to start right now.
So the fourth quarter with the Packers holding a 20-17 lead. I'm sure Green Bay believes that they have a chance to win this game here on the road. They were down 14-0, and this is just impressive.
They were down 14-0. That is true. After being that line of scrimmage here, but I can't believe that Clay Matthews got Drew Brees out of there of the slot machine, and he's got the sack. So so this is going to be a tough one. So this is the last quarter here in this ball game. Can Drew Brees can get the Saints to go to the Super Bowl and get their second title in a row for June of this year? And it's incomplete, Nick. Not a good start for him to start the fourth quarter.
14 of 24, pretty solid day with a couple touchdowns. But the Saints need him again. A 3rd and 18 after that Clay Matthews sack.
That was a good play by Clay Matthews to get it out of there. So Michael Thomas, or maybe, no, it's Torrey Smith from the Baltimore Ravens might be the finisher. So I'm thinking they're going to go for a field goal. Let's see if they can go for a touchdown. And there's another, and then Drew Brees avoided the sack, and he got out of the way very well. So they're going to go for a field goal to tie this game up here at 20. Let's see if it's going to be a field goal for the Saints here. Not bad for the Packers for the line of scrimmage to get all 4th downs. It was not good for that. So field goal range, here we go.
It's a 50-yard effort as well, as Savage would put it down. Will Lutz. It's a long field goal for Will Lutz.
Well, the field goal, is it good? And no, he missed the field goal. And that's not good for the Lutz.
It gives the Saints an offense that has been rolling in the first quarter.
So the Packers will turn it over. So let's see if Aaron Rodgers can try to pull away through with the victory here. If not, and Sean Payton not happy with that play. So here comes Aaron Rodgers. You can see Aaron Rodgers has 181 yards with only 1 interception in the first quarter. They had a rough game in the first quarter, went 0-6 with the pick they had. So let's see if Aaron Rodgers can try to pull this victory here. We'll have 6 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter to finish this game.
6:45 left. And for Green Bay, this has been almost the epitome of their season. It certainly didn't look good to start, but they have really come back since. With a 1st and 10, with an I formation, a straight ahead
And we have
run.
a first down. Oh, wow, what a run by Williams. That's 77 yards. How about that for Williams? First down, Packers. Double check.
On 10 carries, too, Jamal Williams. He had 4
Jamal
yards
Williams, yeah.
rushing last week, and he has 78 this week. What a performance.
Good performance by Jamal Williams with 77 yards here. Good run right here on the first down mark. So this is going to be a good matchup here of that. Good play of this. So, and the Saints are not going to pull away with the victory. So you can see the game fronts on the board right here. As you can see from your point of view, the Packers have 119 rushing yards of this ball game. And here comes Jamal Williams again. Is he going to go? No, he's not going to go anywhere. So he has a total of 78 yards. And this is really a tough battle here. And it's Robertson knocked him down with
Craig Robertson, a
Robertson,
stalwart
yep.
linebacker for the Saints. Yes.
Yep, that's and we have so right now it's 2nd and 9 right now. Let's see how they'll pull it through here. All right. Aaron Rodgers is punt faking, and it's going to be Jamal Williams. It is Jamal Williams. So Jamal has got his first receiving passing right here. So he has his second catch, so 16 yards and 78 yards. So the total is actually going to be. I'm going to check on my phone here so I can tell you what it is. So the total is 90. So the combined of 90 yards for Jamal Williams.
Certainly very impressive. He has been the absolute star in this football game today. On a 3rd and short, Packers need the 35, a run to Williams, and he is stacked up short at the 36. Only a 1-yard gain for Williams, the second-year pro from BYU. He's 215 pounds, but couldn't move the pile on that play.
He couldn't make that play going on, so the total of his receiving and rushing yards is total of 91. So I hope that the Packers can go for it. So here's the replay if he goes the first down, but he couldn't get it. So let's see how do here. Are they going to punt it away, or are they going to go for it? But wait, they're going to go for a field goal, man. It'll be a field goal range for the Packers. So Crosby is having the scrimmage to get the field goal to extend their lead. It will now be enough here. And no, they missed it again. So Crosby could not give them extending the lead. Saints, go back to where you were. Let's see this.
Wow, this has been, boy, what a game here for the NFC Championship, too. Back and forth, the Saints get another crack at it, Chris.
Yeah, it's a good matchup between those two. So I think Aaron Rodgers did not pull right through here. But here comes Drew Brees and the Saints. Can they try to come back? After they're leading this ball game, they need to get that lead going on. So they got 4 minutes left to go. They're at the 43-yard line. There's only a minute left to go. So let's see if the Saints can try to come back. Even if not, it will go to the Packers. It will be a repeat for Super Bowl 31 between the Patriots and the Patriots.
And now the Saints will begin this drive with their own 43-yard line. Drew Brees has been incredible so far.
Patriots, no, Packers, shoot. Damn, sorry.
That's okay. The throw to Ingram is complete for 7. The tackle made by Alexander.
And that's Ingram with the 9th pass right there. That's 33 yards for Ingram. Not bad at all, though. So the clock is still ticking going on, Nick. We only have about 40 minutes and 27 seconds left.
And New Orleans is in desperate need, knowing that they're running short on time here. And with a 2nd and short, New Orleans spreads it out with 3 receivers. Brees from a shotgun set takes it with a 4-man rush, fires right sideline, and makes the catch. That is Cameron Meredith for a gain of 9.
Not bad for Meredith to get that first down in scrimmage here. So Brees is finally getting some gun to try to help those Saints out there. So I think he did, and you can tell that Meredith did stay in bounds to get the first down mark.
An impressive display for the New Orleans Saints so far today, albeit down by 3 with about 4:14 to play here in the fourth quarter at home. The winner advances to Super Bowl 53 and the Dream Bowl in Atlanta, Georgia. As Brees has led the troops.
The Atlanta Falcons.
He takes the snap. He scrambles to his right. He shoots it down the field. Caught by the tight end, Benjamin Watson. He's down to the 2-yard line.
Unbelievable. Benjamin Watson finally got the first down mark, so he has a total of 88 yards in this ball game. Not bad for Drew Brees to get Watson here, so looks like it'll be a good start for the Saints. So let's see how that will do here. So right now we're at the 2-yard, I think, and wait a minute, they're going to go for a challenge if he stayed in bounds. So let me go see on the instant replay next so I can check what it is here. You can see right there. And looks like he may stay in bounds, or maybe, it'll maybe go back here. So it turns out the ref is telling that Watson is going to stay, and he is in. So it's a first and goal.
And that was a very close call as to whether he was in bounds or not. I mean, when you look at the replay, certainly not the greatest of angles, but, I mean, for the Saints, this is a very important drive down by 3 points.
That's true. So after missing the field goal earlier about a moment ago, so I'm hoping the Saints will try to get that lead going on, and the Packers need to go back to the drawing board if the Saints don't tie it up or give him the lead. So this is going to be a tough battle between those two teams, Packers and the Saints. And they don't get the first scrimmage, and he's going back. And that is for Clay Matthews with a tackle, with 2 tackles in this ball game.
And he has made a valiant contribution for the Packers so far on this defense. As New Orleans looks to cross the goal line and take the lead, the Packers defensively one of the best against the run of the postseason. Drew Brees may have to go to the air here on the 2nd and goal.
Yeah, this is going to be a good one for the Packers to try to get them not the lead or not to tie it up, though. So we're at the shotgun range for Drew Brees. Can he go for the touchdown mark? And he does, and it's a touchdown. It is the go-ahead touchdown. How about that? That is Kamara. It's a 4-point game.
Alvin Kamara was hurt down the stretch of the first half.
Yeah, he got injured. So how about that for Kamara to get that lead going? That will be his. So Drew Brees may be our player of the game with 3 touchdowns of this one.
And most importantly, the score that gives New Orleans the lead. However, they do give plenty of time for the Packers to respond. So the kick from Lutz is good, and the Saints lead the ball game 24-20. A 5-play, 57-yard touchdown drive. Brees did his job, and now Rodgers looks to do his as well.
So Aaron Rodgers needed to put it together by giving them the lead going on. So you can actually tell the Packers are trying to the best they can by pulling this out here. If the Saints actually will get them, so you can see Mike McCarthy is talking to his teammates to tell them that they need to do. Oh, you know what I mean. Sorry.
Well,
go ahead.
Certainly impressed by the way that Mike McCarthy, I'm sure that the way that his team offensively has played for most of the game.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one, though. I'm not so sure if the Saints are going to go outside kick it or just going to go for a regular here. So let's see how the Packers can try to come back. Now they're down 4 points here in the 4th quarter.
And they go for the regular kickoff, even though Sean Payton has orchestrated those onside kicks in big games, as Davis returns to the 27.
Not bad at all for the Packers to get that skirmish here. That is Davis here, and here comes Aaron Rodgers, and here are the numbers for Aaron Rodgers: 181 passing yards with only 1 pickoff. We said it for a moment ago. He needs to double check to get the opportunity to get the lead going on. So we have about 3 minutes left here in the 4th quarter for the Saints. So if not, it will belong to all. Let's see how that will go.
Certainly a good one to this point. With a 1st and 10. The Packers spread it out in a 2-by-2.
2-by-2.
Takes that shotgun snap, fires.
It's incomplete.
Intended for Devontae Adams.
Yeah, it was a tough one for Aaron Rodgers to find someone. It was going to be Randall Cobb. It was Randall Cobb. Now they're going to go for another play right here.
Well, Green Bay in this situation, you almost feel like you have to throw the football, as Aaron Rodgers has just been on a tear so far, albeit the ground game pretty productive as well. 2nd and 10, a draw. Here's Jamal Williams.
Jamal Williams. How about that? That's 80 rushing yards for Jamal Williams. He's trying to go for a first down, but the Saints actually stopped him here. So here's the slow motion of that, and we're going to wait for it to slow down, and we do slow it down here. So here, and the Saints are on their feet in the corner of the Superdome.
And for a 3rd and 4, this is a very important play for Green Bay, as the Packers will spread it out here on a 3rd and 4.
The slot receiver belongs to Allison. Let's see if Allison can go for another play like he did earlier ago, and let's see what the line of scrimmage is going to be. And it's a first down, and it belongs to Adams. So they're at the 49-yard line, so we have about 2 minutes left to go. Looks like the Packers might have a chance to give them the lead.
That's the 5-year pro from Fresno State who makes the catch, Davante Adams. He had just 3 catches the first 2 weeks of the postseason.
There you go.
Makes an incredible
Adams,
catch to move the chains for Green Bay down by 4 with under.
And the tackle was made by Crawley. That's his 3rd tackle of the game of that play here. So
11 of 20, not half bad, correct? With the way that he's playing.
Yeah, not bad for Aaron Rodgers to get that 200+ yards here. So here comes Rodgers, and it belongs to Davis. First down, Packers.
Trevor Davis, the 3-year pro from California, another one of the many receivers who have flourished under the quarterbacking of Aaron Rodgers, as he has continued to put together some incredible numbers in the playoffs. Here's another one. And most importantly, Green Bay has an effort and a chance to come back down 4 here in the 4th quarter. What a football game we've had so far.
Not bad for the Packers to get the line of scrimmage here. We're about a few minutes left to go, and we're about to be setting to the 2-minute mark. So we're going to go to 3, 2, 1, and we're going to, and we have a flag on the play. It's going to be a false start of the Packers right here. That is not good for the Packers. So they're going to go back.
Still first down.
And to a 1st and 15, and that stops the clock before the 2-minute warning. Hard to figure out whether or not that's even.
And McCarthy's like, what the heck?
Yeah, he's a little frustrated, isn't he?
Yeah, I always see the coaches getting frustrated. Like, what the hell's going on with that? Ugh. Anyway, we're about to get ready to start with the next scrimmage here, Nick.
And now they'll spread out far to the right, the rookie from UCF, that is Marquez Valdez Scantling. He motion to the left side, a 1st and 15. Rodgers flips it his way, and the throw's
and we're at the 2-minute mark now, so let's see how the Packers can try to get that lead going on. So right now we're at the 2-minute mark, so we'll be right back with me and Nick Rice in just a moment.
This is the NFC Conference Championship, presented by Charger Dude 95. The Mercedes-Benz Superdome has been a great environment so far today. A sellout crowd, and the fans have done their part. So will the Saints in front. They lead it 24-20.
This is going to be a tough battle between the Saints and the Packers here. As you probably know, this is the first 2 teams that played the first game of the season of that one, and this is going to be a tough battle between those 2. So let's see who's going to be the champs of this ball game. And it's actually Randall Cobb. That's first down, Nick. So looks like they're going to keep it all going. And actually they're going to call, I think they're going to go for it. They're going to keep going. No huddle. That's 3 yards for Randall Cobb.
And then Rodgers looks, and then he'll complete the pass to Geronimo Allison, the slot receiver down to the 10-yard line.
And there's no huddle for Aaron Rodgers. So Aaron says, we got to keep going. We got to get going. We got to get going. We got to lead. There's a flag on the play, and it will go to a false start for the Packers once again, like we saw a moment ago. And it's number 69. He isn't happy with that play. He just couldn't believe it.
Certainly is not, but the Packers are in position to take the go-ahead score.
And say cool from Mike McCarthy. Just so you know, I'm looking at the screen right now.
He has got to be also nervous as well with the way this game has gone. Now 1st and 15.
we have a first down and 15 here, so the Packers need to find a way to get them the lead going on. So it belonged to Jamal Williams. So, and we actually are looking, and they're going for another. And Craig Robertson with the tackle of this ball game. And this is going to be a close one. Let's see if it can go for a touchdown. And how about that? Aaron Rodgers is not bad. And no huddle at all, Nick. They only have about 1 minute left to go. Can the Packers to pull through?
Oh, what a game. Third down and 3.
Carl Graham.
Yes. Rodgers
and the Packers are going down, and actually it's Jordan with the sack. So with 51 seconds left, and now they're going to go on 4th down. Can they do it? And no! It looks like the Saints are going to get to the Super Bowl, Nick, the 2nd time in a row.
Wow. A pass knocked away. Rodgers with a chance to score the go-ahead touchdown. Knocked away
now,
from
on
the
4th down, it wasn't enough. So goodbye to the Packers. Hello, New Orleans Saints. So Jude, stay tuned to go on to Nick's channel and watch Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta here on Nick's channel at Charger Jude 95's channel. Please stay tuned in June, guys.
What a game. As Rodgers led them the length of the field, but could not finish it off on a 4th and 9. And now the Saints, if they don't mess this one up, will go on to win the game. Not over yet, as it's a fresh set of downs.
If Drew Brees messes the thing up, I think they're just going to go for it on the line of scrimmage. So let's see how the Saints can extend the lead going.
And Ingram is taken down.
And that's the next timeout for the Saints. So it's going to be like there.
1 left. If the Saints get the first down, it's over. And
no,
if they
Packers,
fumble the ball, fumble.
I said, yeah, sorry.
Oh, no, it's okay. No. If the Saints fumble, I mean, that would seriously be about the only way that New Orleans would not be able to hang on.
Yeah, the Saints fumble the ball, it'll go back to the Packers. So right now we have about 38 seconds left to go. Looks like it's going to be all over for the Green Bay Packers. So no repeat this time. It's going to be the Saints and the Patriots for the Super Bowl in Super Bowl 53 in Georgia.
And for Melvin Ingram, he'll line up as the deep back here. As a timeout should be called unless they do indeed force the fumble.
And the answer is yes, it is.
Kenny Clark makes the tackle for Green Bay. The Packers out of timeouts with 34 seconds left.
Yes, and Saints also have the chance to keep their timeout. So this is going to be a tough one here. So it's now 3rd and 1 right now. So if the Saints don't go on 4th down, it'll go to the Packers, and then maybe there's a chance probably about at least the 85% of trying to go for a touchdown for the Packers. So I don't know. Let's see how it goes now. Let's see.
It's a 3rd down and 1. And for the Saints, it appears that as they break the huddle here, the Saints will line up with a chance to take the knee. Drew Brees waits. He takes the snap.
He's going to take the knee. Takes the knee. Looks like they're going to end this game here.
The New Orleans Saints, they can start the celebration at the Bayou in New Orleans, Louisiana. As the Saints.
How about that?
They've knocked off the Packers.
So I think our player of the game is going to be on the man himself, Drew Brees with 3 touchdowns. How about that? The Packers could not hold on, Nick. This is a good ball game so far. So congratulations to the New Orleans Saints, and it's a farewell to the man of the myth, Aaron Rodgers. No repeat, Nick.
He certainly gave it a great effort. As we see, the Saints led 14-0, but the Packers were storming back and could not seal the deal on a pass on a 4th down to the end zone. It came that close to Green Bay taking the late lead, but New Orleans prevails and will move on to the Super Bowl as they represent the NFC as conference champions in 2018.
Who dat?
Wow, what a game. Impressive
How
performance.
about that? Wow. Oh my God.
Yeah.
But here's the highlights of that. So, and here are the final stats of this ball game. As you can see for yourself, the only and 100 yards for the Saints and 32 rushing yards for that. How about that? And the game is over.
Wow. What a performance. It's the New Orleans
Wow.
Saints who close out the NFC Championship and will move on to the Super Bowl to battle the New England Patriots.
This is Chris Ludditt. This is my friend Nick. We'll see you at the Super Bowl right here on Nick's channel at Charger
Charger Dude 95. Yes.
Yes, and the Chris Brenner 19. Subscribe my channel, everybody. Oh my
game, right?
my God, dude.
Yeah, man, that was fun. You really got yeah, you really started to get comfortable after that. Yeah.